you saw something happen. Maybe it was in your family, maybe it was in your neighborhood, maybe it was in your school, maybe it was in your faith community, maybe it was on TV, I don't know where it was. You saw something, or you felt it yourself, and you thought, I want to say something about this, and I don't want to be told that I have to wait to be an adult to say it. There was a 12-year-old who lived in Vancouver, Canada, and she looked at what was going on in the world, and what really bugged her was like how the environment was being treated. And she heard about a group of adults that were going to meet and talk about the state of the world. They called it the Earth Summit. But she thought, this bugs me. I want my voice to be heard now. And she had some friends. She had 3 friends that felt the same way. They got on the agenda of the United Nations Earth Summit. And Severin Suzuki, this is the young woman I'm telling you about, 12 years old, spoke to a group of adults at this summit.
I am here to speak for all generations to come. I am here to speak on behalf of the starving children around the world whose cries go unheard. I am here to speak for the countless animals dying across this planet because they have nowhere left to go. I'm only a child, yet I know we are all part of a family, 5 billion strong. I'm only a child, yet I know we are all in this together and should act as one single world towards one single goal. Do not forget why you are attending these conferences. You are deciding what kind of a world we are growing up in. You are what you do, not what you say. I challenge you, please, make your actions reflect your words.
I was introducing this video last summer in a program that I teach in, and one of the students in my class said, "You know who she is? You've met her?" And I said, well, not in person, but I've met that spirit in a lot of young people.
I personally am passionate about fighting against the fact that there's kids in this world who don't get an education because they have to either provide for their family, don't have a home, or being trapped.
I was an outsider because of not you, but people like you, because they look like you. I was sitting over in Wilson Park, and a little kid, probably 4 or 5 years old, says, "Hey, mommy, what's that man doing there?" And she goes, "Well, he's homeless." What you have to realize is that these are people. When you make a person feel like less of a person, it's damaging.
Constantly putting someone down based on a preconceived perception will not encourage them to succeed. Stereotypes lead to bullying from a young age and lead over into adulthood.
I suffered depression my 8th grade year. I was bullied a lot, and one day I just couldn't take it.
It's sort of like if you burn yourself. You feel that initial burn, but it doesn't go away. It keeps burning. It keeps damaging you.
To the kids who, when school's over, won't have a proper meal.
For me, being pro-life includes protecting the unborn children and caring for their parents. And it also includes making sure people have enough food to eat and a warm bed to go home to.
To the kids who, when they leave school that day, won't have a roof over their head that night.
Right now, when you're going to school, you will encounter someone who will experience homelessness.
We often, when we idolize someone or our friends, when they do something bad, we will either justify it or completely ignore it. When we ignore things, it's known as the bystander effect. It's the reason why a toddler in China, after being hit by 2 cars, died in the middle of the street because no one would do anything. It's the reason why a college student, when she was murdered outside her New York apartment, died because no one would do anything. So I decided to settle on advocacy. Now that's not a problem, but an action. Instead of just standing there and letting it pass you by, you stand up for what you believe and fight for what's right.
That's got a lot of power, and I encourage you to take that power when you go back and use it really well.
But I want you guys to know that you can make a change. You are today's tomorrow.
Live for the moment rather than everything you've ever done. It's those type of moments that make you feel as if nothing can get in your way.
There will be people who say, yeah, you want to change the world, sure. But there will be others, like the teachers who brought you here, to the friends and community members who will fight with you.
You can change the whole world. You guys gotta let your voice be heard.